How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the midweek stream. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week. So far, we are going back into Black Belt and White Flare to try and pull some of the biggest hits. We do have a bunch of other sets available as well. Hope everyone's having a good one. We didn't have a stream on Sunday, mainly because I was pretty knackered, to be honest. It was a pretty busy weekend. I did actually pick up a huge Pokemon collection, which I will be going through with you guys. I've yet to actually check it, but I will be going through actually tomorrow. It was way bigger than I thought, which is pretty interesting. So it's gonna be exciting to go through. I don't actually know everything I bought. I only know like some of the biggest stuff, like the big hits and stuff. But that'll be interesting to go through. And have you guys seen all of the new? Or another set has been announced, which is interesting. Another mega set. So that's gonna be more packs, more sets that we can't get. It's going to be exciting, let's put it that way. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But tonight, if you do want to jump in and get involved, make sure to use the link in the channel description. Again, we've got the graded card bounty. If you do manage to pull one of the top 3 hits in any set, you do win a graded slab. And we've got Black Bolt, White Flare, we've got 151, we've got some Palladium Fates left. I'm trying to think what other sets I've got. Like Masquerade, Still a Crown, Surgeon. Basically, I have pretty much all of them except Destined and Prismatic, I think, and Palladium Evolved. Those 3. I don't have those 3. I am looking to get in. Well, I'm actually looking to get in some Prismatic. Not so much Destined Rivals, just because that is getting very, very expensive. But yeah, definitely. Hopefully, we'll put some bangers from Black Bolt White Flare. I've only opened up 1 mini tin so far, and I pulled the big boy ZEKROM. Not the ultra super rare one, but the SIR, which I'm pretty excited about. I was like, oh, that'll do. We've got in the house tonight. We've got Drew and Emma. How's it going? Alex, how's it going, mate? Yeah. Is the new pod far away? We're doing an episode tomorrow, so we're gonna be recording an episode tomorrow, and getting out there for Saturday. We didn't do one last week. Mainly because timings for me and Mike to do one was pretty tricky, but we've got one dropping out this Saturday for you guys, which will be pretty good. And then next week we're going to be attempting a live. We're going to try and do a live, which will be good. I don't know what day yet, but it'll be a different day to our normal streaming days. Probably do it around 8 PM UK time. I would probably guess. Probably a good time for both of us. Yeah. Have I ever opened up the hidden potential tins? I don't think so. Are they recent or are they old? And yeah, I don't think I have. Hidden potential tins. I'm going to have to look into it. I don't think I have. Hidden potential tin. Oh, yeah. Loads of them. Like a crap ton. I know which one you're on about now. Yeah. An absolute shitload. I had so many of those Rotom and Gallade promos. At one point, I was giving them away. But yeah, I opened up a lot of them. Mainly for, yeah, it comes with like 2 Lost Origin, 2 Fusion. It was like how I was stocking up both of those sets a while ago. I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, they're £30 a piece apparently now. Yeah. How are the hit rates? I mean, Fusion Strike's just crap regardless. So pretty bad for Fusion Strike. Lost Origin was okay. Still never pulled the Giratina though. No. But it was a cheaper way of getting both sets than doing a booster box. So that's I used to buy them. I mean now what? £30? What's that? £7.50 a pack? It's actually not bad actually, thinking about it. That's actually pretty decent. Because like Fusion Strike is super expensive. Which is really weird to say. I don't know why. Like, it feels weird saying Fusion Strike is silly expensive. Yeah. Fusion Strike booster pack. How much is a... so... Fusion Strike booster pack's £10. If you're paying £7, that's not bad. £10.50. £10 for Fusion Strike booster pack. Which is Lost Origin. Lost Origin's £8. So those tins are pretty good. But for £30, those tins are good. Because otherwise they would be what? £36. If you bought it individually. So yeah. I mean, anything Sword and Shield right now is just stupidly expensive. Like, insanely expensive. But yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. I don't know how much is a Hidden Fates pack these days? Hidden Fates. £30 a booster pack. Oh no, it's not. No, that's not. I'm looking at something different. Don't worry. Ignore me. £25. Damn. Damn, that is shot massively. Wow, the Charizard tin's stupidly expensive. Well, I'm putting together some mystery pack, a new version of mystery packs. I'm trying to find some nice sets that aren't like ridiculously expensive. But unfortunately, everything's expensive. The Cosmic Eclipse booster pack is £36. Good lord. That is pricey. Evolving Skies, £30. Damn. Yeah, everything's getting... That is ridiculous. I'm intrigued to see how much a team up pack is. I've never opened up a team up pack in my life. I don't think I've ever held a team up pack, let alone a booster box. £130 a pack. A team up. That's like getting vintage level. Yeah. What's my next pickups? Don't know yet. At the moment, I've got... I'm looking to pick up cards more than sealed. I'm not really picking up much in the way of sealed. Like, ow. The only thing I've picked up sealed is like when Pokemon Center brings out stuff, right? So when like Pokemon Center ETBs, or like a booster box or whatever. So that. I do want to pick up some prismatic SPCs. I am looking at potentially picking up some of those. I haven't picked up any of those yet, and I kind of feel like it's a good one to get. But for me, it's just single cards at the moment. I'm looking at picking up a bunch of promos from Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield era, because I like promos, and I think they'll be good, especially some Sword and Shield. And I'm also looking at potentially picking up some Sun and Moon tag teams, like the regular ones, because I'm missing some from my collection. Yeah, but that's pretty much it at the moment. That's pretty much it. Yeah, going Korean from now on due to the cost. Yeah, Korean's a good one, a good alternative. Korean, Chinese, and Japanese are very, very good options. I do know a lot of people that's going to the Chinese route at the moment. That new 151 Chinese set that has like a Pikachu's like 1.5 to 2k raw. That's a big set. Those boxes have gone through the roof as well. I looked at picking some up a while ago and I think they were like £80, but the cheapest I found is like 130, 140. And there's only 15 packs in there as well. It's not even like a big box. Quite pricey. Yeah, Japanese has gone up quite a bit. It has. It really has. I mean, do I really want to spend? Look at the Japanese now. So the new mega sets that are coming out, £80 a booster box. These are the 30 pack box. Yes, they're 30 pack boxes, £80. I still think that's too expensive for Japanese. Like I didn't buy Heatwave Arena. I didn't buy any Gloria Team Rocket or Battle Partners. They all came out really expensive. Virtual Festival we did quite a lot when that came out before the prices went up. We did pretty much all the other sets before then. Like we did Super Electric Breaker, we did Paradise Dragona, like we did all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, we didn't do Black White either. We haven't really done much Japanese in a long time. The thing is, like, I don't collect Japanese, but I do enjoy Terrestrial Festival. I like the high class sets. They're the only ones I like. Those are the only ones I really have, is those high class ones. So I still think Terrestrial Festival is better to open than Prismatic. I do think it's better. It's more fun to open and it's just better. Like, better value for money. Yeah. The shiny 151 were only yeah. They're small boxes. Like pretty much all those like Chinese ones are like 15 packs or whatever. They're a small amount. But yeah, it's expensive. It's really expensive. Like the other one I've got, the Gem Pack Volume 2, the EV one, it's like £50. That's fine. Like I don't mind that. That's okay. But the 151 at like 130, 140 for 15 packs, that's super expensive. That's ridiculous. So I'm kind of like, if I can get them direct from China at a much cheaper price, then I would. But I don't really know anybody that's like trustworthy, if you know what I mean, like a reliable source from China. Japan I have somebody, but from China I don't. But Japan prices, even Japan, are getting ridiculous. Like back in the last year, you could have picked up Japanese boxes direct from Japan, including shipping and import tax. It worked out about £20 a booster box. And that was not for every set, but majority of the sets. There was a couple that weren't, like Terrestrial Festival 151, for example, were a little bit more expensive, but pretty much everything else was like £20 a booster box. And then it just skyrocketed. And then like I'm talking to them now, and they're like, yeah, those booster boxes are now pushing nearly £40 each. And I'm like, well, over here they only sell for like 45, 50. It's not really worth it. Whereas yeah, back then you could pick them up for like £20 a box. They were selling for £40. You could have doubled your money, which would have been really good. But now it's just not really that. The margin's quite low. So Mr. Smooth, how's it going, mate? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, so it's the way it goes. Excuse me. Yeah. This week, so this Friday stream, I'm gonna try and do a pack battle. I was meant to do it on Sunday, but I didn't get around to streaming. So hopefully we can do that potentially do it this Friday. And then they in 2 weeks' time, I'm aiming to get the mystery packs out. But I just realised in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to the London Card Show. So I'm actually helping out vendoring on the Sunday. But what I might do is I'm going to try when I'm there. I'm going to try and see if I can pick up some nice spicy stuff. Yeah, like some packs I normally can't get hold of that easy. I'm looking at like Hidden Fates, Cosmic, Evolving Skies, Crown Zenith are probably the ones I'm looking at picking up. And some other Sword and Shield. Brilliant Star, like the Trainer Gallery sets, Fusion, and probably some Shinrain. Yeah. I'll see what I can get hold of. That'd be good fun. Like Black Bolt White Flare, it's been fun to open so far. The hit rates have been pretty solid. I do like them. I think they're pretty good. I do think they're pretty good. Destined Rivals is just, yeah, again, silly to get hold of. Like Cupid. Let's have a look. The Destined Rivals now is £300 a booster box. Dear Lord. How? How has it got to this? £300 a booster box. That's ridiculous. Over £8 a pack? God. I mean, I have I have one box sealed that like in my collection. I tell you what, if they don't reprint Destined Rivals booster boxes, specifically booster boxes, we're looking at Evolving Skies level. Again, my Destined Rivals booster boxes for 420 New Zealand dollars. Jesus. How much is that? How much is that in pounds? I don't even know how much that even is in pounds. How much is that in pounds? What was it for? 420, wasn't it? 187. Yeah, I mean, I would buy that. I'll buy it from New Zealand and ship it. It'd be way cheaper. That's ridiculously cheap. Let's put it into perspective. Like for £300 for New Zealand dollars is 673. My local Smiths had loose Destined Rivals packs yesterday and today. Yeah, loose packs, great, you know. But booster boxes, I am getting to the point where I am becoming a very, very firm believer that booster boxes will become, not just in Scarlet Violet era, but I think in the future moving forward, they'll become a premium item like a Pokemon Center ETB. I think they will. They're not prioritizing reprinting booster boxes. They would rather give you collection boxes or tins with them in, rather than an actual booster box. Yeah. I kept mine sealed and regret opening my half booster box. Yeah. Like, this is the thing, right? Is for me, I mean, at the moment, I'm just not buying anything. I'm not buying anything sealed. I'm just not even bothering. Yeah. Right now, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm not that interested. Yeah. Trade Me is a New Zealand site. All right. Wonder how much it costs. I'm intrigued to see how much it would actually cost to ship. A Decim Rivals. Yeah, I'm intrigued. So, this is where you find they don't do international shipping. I like the fact it's like, seller doesn't allow collections. Yeah, I'm going to fly out all the way, halfway across the world. Go and pick up a booster box. Yeah, could you imagine? That is just crazy stuff, isn't it? Yeah. It is just... yeah, whatever. It's going to be a while before we restock Decim Rivals in the store. It's going to be a while. The thing is, ETBs are cheaper. Yeah, per pack, ETBs are cheaper. Like, considerably cheaper. Yeah. How many booster boxes do Decim Rivals have? I've only got one left now. Myself. Yeah. I didn't pick up much. Couldn't get hold of much to begin with, and I'm like, yeah. Like I said, this year for sealed, I just haven't really bothered. Like, I've literally picked up like the stuff that's available on Pokemon Center website, and that's literally it. Yeah. What do I think about Phantasmal Flames? Actually, funny enough, I actually did a video on that today. But I mean, it's just a name. Haven't really got much info on it. I think they shouldn't do. I think it should be pushed back to next year. Personally, I think having another set, 7 sets in 1 year is a joke. Especially this year in particular, it's a joke. I couldn't believe they're releasing another set that close to. Like, it's 6 weeks after the release of Mega Evolutions. 6 weeks, not even 2 months. Yeah, 300 a box is ridiculous. It's stupid money. It's stupid. The thing is, like, if you said to me, like, would I buy it at 300, and where do I? It'd be over £1,000 a box, easy. In the future, easy. But right now, do I personally want to spend £300 on a booster box and just wait? No. If it was rolling in dough, then I probably wouldn't care so much, but no. Oh, you have to pay. Oh, right. Pay an arm and leg if you buy anything off eBay. Shipping's really good here. Most of the time, shipping's like people like it's mostly free, like within like domestically. Or if it's not, it's like really, really low. Like maybe £3 to £5. It's not too bad. Wow, how's it going, mate? Doing good. Will the Mega Evolution set booster box be a good investment? Any booster box is going to be a good investment. Any booster box. Doesn't matter what set you buy. Doesn't matter. There was some that do better than others. But as a rule, booster boxes are really good. I think though, I think they've printed a lot for the Mega set. Just by what happened with the Pokemon Center. Those products were available for hours. Way more than any other set we've seen. Way more than Decim Rivals, Journey. Way more than all the rest of them. They were available for like 5 to 6 hours. since release. It was ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. If they were like, Mega Evolutions is going to be the last set of 2025, the next 3 months, like October, November, December, we're just going to focus on getting product in the hands of people, even for the sets that came out this year, right? Let's say they didn't even touch 2024. And they just go, everything that came out this year, we're going to focus on getting them in the hands of people. Amazing. But no, they're like, we're just going to keep going. This is a spicy take inbound, but I actually think that they don't give two shits that it's hard to get product. They don't care. Why should they care? You know what I mean? Like, they sell what they make and that's it. Once it's out there in the secondary market, they don't care. Yeah, any booster box is good. Any booster box is good. Any booster box is good. Even if you bought like even Sword and Shield era, right? You go back and you bought Battle Stars, you bought like Dance of Blaze, just you're doing well, right? You're doing well. Obviously, you would have done better if you bought Fusion Strike or Chill and Rain or whatever, but you're doing well. Yeah, you're doing really well. I couldn't believe that I saw on eBay the other day. Roaring Skies booster boxes recently sold for 2.5k. We did a box break of that maybe 2 years ago. There's me going, that sucker should have stayed sealed. I can't remember how much I bought it for. I think 550. I think. Yeah, I was like 2.5 grand. That's mental, isn't it? Like that's just crazy money. In fact, I think I bought it for less than 550. Maybe like 400, 450. Yeah. Pretty sure the 151 will come back with 151 illustration res. I hope not. I'm sick and tired of seeing the original 151 all the time. Can't we have like Gen 2, Gen 3, like go through each one? They kind of went, we'll do Gen 1 and then I'll screw with you Gen 5 or whatever Black and White is. Kind of weird, right? Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. Feel weird. But guys, if you do want to get involved tonight, make sure to use the link in the channel description. Currently, the queue is open if anybody does want to jump in and get involved tonight. Have I seen the 151 Chinese set? I have. It looks pretty sweet. I did try and get some. Well, actually, I tried to get. I'm on iron getting some. When boxes were like, I could have picked them up on, I think it was like on TikTok or whatever, like £80 a box. But now they're like 130, 140, and I'm like, yeah, screw that. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way I'm buying that. Me. But yeah, very cool. The Pikachu looks awesome, like the Gengar and the Pikachu. Like a 1.5, 2k card raw. Huge. You get the Bubble Mew in the set as well. Weird, it's called 1x1, but I think the Bubble Mew's in the set as well, I think. But yeah, very cool. The Chinese quality is insane. I've been grading a lot of Chinese cards and they grade very well. They're just really good. Yeah, really good. But I think that's the cheapest I've found in the box though. I don't know if I can find anywhere cheaper. If I can find it cheaper elsewhere, then I probably will pick them up. But I was saying earlier that I would probably pick them up from direct if I knew a good, reliable source that didn't charge like an arm and a leg. There's a vintage Bubble Mew. No, I didn't know. Yeah. No idea. I don't really look at much vintage stuff. Mainly because I don't really care that much for vintage stuff. But like really early stuff I like, but like base set, Jungle Fossil, Team Rocket, that type of stuff. But I think anything after Neo and like Gym Challenge, Gym Hero and stuff like that, like Hard Gold Soul Zero I don't care about. E Series I don't care about. All that sort of stuff just doesn't really bother me that much. I did definitely prefer modern era stuff, like Sun and Moon onwards. I'm a huge fan of those. Excuse me. But yeah, they're definitely more interesting. For sure. They're definitely more interesting. But yeah, I mean Chinese stuff, Japanese stuff. I haven't really gone for Korean for a long time. Nah, Korean I haven't really touched for a long time. That's the only thing I haven't really touched for a long time. We used to do a lot of Korean EV Heroes back in the day. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But yeah. Will there be a podcast this week? Yes, there will be one on Saturday. We're going to be recording one tomorrow. Last week, unfortunately, we couldn't do one because it was tricky for me and Mike to find a time to record. There is going to be one this Saturday, yeah. There is going to be one. We're actually going to be talking about our own personal stuff, like what we've been buying, what we've been selling, what we're looking at picking up, what we investing in, what we hold in, sealed, single slabs. We're going into like a lot of our own personal stuff this week. And then next week will be a live stream. We're going to try and do a live stream. Probably, it'll be in the evening, probably around 8 p.m. We'll figure out a day that we're both free, but we'll do a live stream next week. And then after that, we'll get some guests in. This week, I'm gonna throw a few messages out to some people and see if they're interested in joining us for an episode. We'll try and do the guests as live streams, but it all depends on like timings and stuff. Like if they're only available during a weekday daytime, I'm not doing a stream like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No one will be around, right? So it will be it'll probably be pre-recorded. But if they're available in the evenings, then we can do that. We can definitely do that. But yeah, it'd be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. I have a list of people, UK people that I want to get on. Mike has a list of few people that he's interested in inviting on as guests as well. So it's actually going to be quite good actually to go through. So yeah. Yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward, like I say, I'm looking forward to doing more episodes, getting more guests, like getting guests on, and just getting a nice variety across the board. I think would be pretty good. Excuse me. Yeah, it'd be good fun. I'm enjoying the podcast, and like, it's for us, it's actually really difficult to keep things within a decent time frame because we just keep chatting, guys. We just keep chatting. Yeah, we're pretty bad. We'll just keep going and going and going. Like that's why the first episode was 2 hours long, and then when we did the second one, that was like an hour and like 40 minutes, and I turned around to Mike. I was like, "Yeah, we can't do that. That's ridiculously long." So I had to cut that back, which is quite funny. So, but yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be a joint I wonder how to put a co-host. I mean, I could easily do it on my own, but I kind of felt like it would kind of be a bit, I don't know, a bit weird. Yeah, I'm tempted. Like, if there's some episodes where he can't make it, then I'll do it as solo. But I don't know. I kind of felt like just me rambling is like the equivalent of me doing a video rather than the podcast. But yeah, I wanted to have a co-host so we can bounce back and forth and have discussions over. And because we've known each other for so long, it makes it easy. Yeah, and also he doesn't live that far away from me either. So, like, down the line, if we want to do an in-person one, we could do an in-person one. He's like, I don't know, an hour to an hour and a half down the road. I say down the road, but an hour and a half drive. Yeah. But like, we're both enjoying doing it, you know. And it's a way for us to literally just like have a discussion and talk about like the hobby and everything, but like we would go on talking about ourselves if we met up or like we spoke on Discord or whatever anyway. So it was just like, let's just press record, you know, type thing, and do a podcast. And also, like, when we get guests on, I think it'd be kind of cool just having that dynamic of the three of us, like, bouncing off each other, and he can ask questions that might be slightly different than me, and it'd be kind of cool. So, and also, I quite like the fact that he does things very different than I do. Like, I go for the more of the sealed stuff, he goes for the singles and the slabs, and does like a lot of the vending and then like buying and selling from that aspect, whereas I do things from a very different perspective and way of the hobby, which is kind of interesting. I do think that's kind of cool. But yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, viewers open if anybody does want to jump in and get involved. We do have some pretty sweet bounty prizes up for grabs. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure to get involved. Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be really good fun. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I've got, like I said the other day, I picked up a huge single card collection. I didn't like it. Turned up in a huge storage box, right? And it's like full of his bulk and a load of other stuff he's got in there. And then binders. There must be like 10 plus binders in there. I'm like, my lord, I'm gonna have to go through these. Mad. I'm looking forward to it though, so I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. We're going through it all. And yeah, it'd be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Ever ripped anything for myself recently? Yeah, I did. I'll show you what I pulled actually. Hang on, bear with me. I opened up, literally opened up like one mini tin of black ball and white flare. I managed to get hold. I bought one. I think what did I buy it from? Is it W.H. Smith? I can't remember. I bought it from a shop. I think it was W.H. Smith. Bought a couple. Right, they allowed me to have more than one, so I was like, yeah, okay, I'll open up one myself. I think I bought like 4 mini tins. And I opened up a mini tin. And I was like, yeah, let's just have a bit of fun. I haven't opened up the set. I haven't opened up anything really for a while. And then I literally pulled that. Yeah, I was like, absolute banger. And then I was just like, yeah, I'll just take that. Yeah, I was like, that'll do. Yeah, crazy good card. I was like, easy clap. It's a beautiful artwork. It's beautiful. I'm gonna send it off. I'm gonna send it off to PSA to get graded. But yeah, I'm like super happy. Yeah, super happy. Yeah. And I know how you feel. Literally, any people like people that get paid the last day of the month, it's literally tomorrow night. Yeah. My partner gets paid the last working day of the month, and she's like, It's literally tomorrow, yeah. That's why I kind of like today. I was like, oh, shall I stream tonight? Shall I not? It's like some people get paid the day before potentially, or like they might got paid on Friday. But yeah, that's fine. Like everything will be available on Friday anyway, and Sunday. It'll be all good. But yeah. Also, guys, just to let you know, on Saturday, this Saturday, I'm aiming to be streaming on Whatnot. It's been a while since I've done it. I'm going to be doing a single and slabs auction stream. So if there's anything you're after, I'm going to be linking in the Discord so people can bookmark it. But if there's anything you're after, let me know. Yeah, I'll be streaming. Maybe it'll be good fun. Looking forward to it. There's a bunch of like English stuff, mainly English stuff, and a little bit of Japanese. Not much, but predominantly English. It's a whole variety of stuff, but I'm going to be going through a lot of the stuff that I picked up in that collection and seeing what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. There's a lot of... It's all Sword and Shield stuff, so it's like Evolving Skies, Celebrations, no, not Brilliant Stars, Chin and Rain, Hidden Fates as well. But it's predominantly Sword and Shield. There's no Skull and Violet at all. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be good fun. So I'm gonna be sorting out that, and a lot of stuff like that would be auctioned off. There's probably a few cards I'll probably send off to get graded, but part of me at the moment is kind of annoyed with Ace at the moment. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most impressed with their changes. I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's really bad. Like super duper bad. Just, I don't know why they're just so long. Why are those wait times or whatever, the turnaround times so goddamn long, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just ridiculous. It's just so stupid. But yeah. We have lower evolution VMAX or whatever. I think I do. I'm gonna have to check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. There's one card I definitely know he does have, which is the, I don't know if you're interested, is the Eevee Baby Shiny from Hidden Fates. I definitely know he has that in there. Yeah. I definitely know he has that. That was one of the things he sent me a picture of. Pretty sure. Like I said, I'm going to go through all the folders tomorrow. I have no idea what he's got. Like half of them. The only cards I knew that he had was the Art Sylveon VMAX from Evolving Skies. The Hidden Fates Bird promo. The Stained Glass promo. The Shiny Charizard V from Champion's Path. The big one. He had the Gold Mew from Celebrations. I think he also has the Charizard from Celebrations. Their classic collection. I think he had potentially the Greninja promo from Celebrations as well. I'm trying to think what else. He had the Legendary Birds Rainbow from Hidden Fates. The Baby Shiny Eevee from Hidden Fates. They're the ones I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm gonna go through them all tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you know, mate. I'll drop you a message on Discord and I'll take some pictures of them and you can have a look. Yeah, he does have... There definitely is some EVs. I know I've got a folder of Vs and VMAXs of EVs. But I don't know what the conditions are of them, though. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, see what I got. The Sylveon VMAX, I'm grading. Yeah, that card's expensive. I've paid a lot of money, so that one is definitely being sent off to be graded with PSA, along with my own one. I will be sent off two, hoping that one of the two gets a 10. If none of them get a 10, it's gonna suck. I think probably what I'd do if neither of them get a 10, I would probably sell them and buy a 10, just so then I have one in my collection for my own personal collection. Probably what I'll do. I'll sell them both for a 10. But if they both get a 10, then I'm keeping one 10 and selling the other one. So we'll see. Hopefully they do. And same with the Zard. Like if the Zard get whatever the grade, I don't care for that Zard that much. If that whatever grade that gets, I'm just gonna sell. I'm not that bothered with keeping it. Legendary Birds promo, I've got so many of them in 10s. So I'm probably gonna just sell it, like, once I get it graded. But yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm excited to see what else. I mean, there's definitely some cards in there that I probably would grade. I think about this, like with Ace, I probably would try and go for their basic tier. Like, I probably would go with their basic tier, if I can. I think their basic tier is pretty good, right? I think it's pretty good. It's a good price. The turn time's just a joke. So, yeah, I don't mind paying like £12-13 a card to get graded. It's a long waiting time. So for me, I don't mind. This actually works out quite well, because if I can do that, I would wait until until they come back, because they'll probably come back just before Christmas, and I'm not looking to go into any more card shows until the new year, probably after Bristol anyway. So for me, it's like I don't need them until next year anyway, so I don't mind waiting those 80 days if the turnaround time like is so long, but the but the cost is so cheap. Because otherwise with PSA, after like shipping and everything, it works like £20 a card. So me sending off lower value stuff at £7 off per card is a huge deal. Like, it's a huge deal. So, and I find like the lower value cards sell for more with Ace than they do with PSA. I don't know why, but they just do. I think it's because of the labels. I think because people really like the labels, which I think is a really big factor, I think, of that. So yeah. It's the label. Yeah, exactly. Like 9s sell for more with Ace than PSA 9s. Because people on the label. Yeah, I've sold a few cards where, like, in a PSA 9, they'll be like £40. But in an Ace 9, they sell for like 50, 55. But then in a 10, they sell for more PSA than they do with Ace. It's really weird. Yeah, it's really weird. So this is really cool. I did see, there's two things which was really cool. One, I saw a video the other day of a guy who was buying specifically PSA 9s. He was going on eBay. He was buying PSA 9s because he was like, look, and he was explaining, going, PSA 9 is the same price as a raw card. Near enough, most of the time, right? He was like, if I buy a PSA 9 and regrade it with PSA, it's more likely going to get a 10 than it would if I buy a raw card and get it graded. Because he was like, at least with a 9, you know it's somewhat close to a 10. Right? He was like, you know, when you look at that quality of the 9, unless there was something blatantly obvious why I got a 9, you can pick up 9s that are very much borderline 10s. And what he's done is he's gone and bought, I think he bought like 20 slabs in PSA 9s. And he was like, if you look at the center of them, they're very, very close to that 45, 55. And he bought them all, and he just regraded them all with PSA. And I think it was like 6 of them came back 10s. One of them got an 8, and then 6 came back 10. And he was like, I would have done way better than if I just bought these raw. I was like, that's really interesting. I was thinking about buying like a load of PSA 9s and then just grading them with Ace. And try out that experiment. Like, if I look at the card, look at the slab, and I'm like, I think it's the center and they got it at 9, I would just send it to Ace and see if he would get an Ace 10. Yeah. I have a Japanese Shinotic from Surgeon the 10 with Ace label. Paid £17 for it. Isn't bad at all. No. That's really good. Spirit card from the set. Yeah, I mean, that's another reason is the Japanese as well. That's why I've been grading so many Japanese cards of Ace. So many. I've got a submission coming back next month from Ace. And that has quite quite a few Japanese cards in it. So I think it's like 20. I think that's enough like 25 Japanese cards, all art res. So I'm gonna see what they come back as because they're really, really good. And especially if people want like the cheaper alternative in that artwork, in that label, it's really, really good. Yeah, and like the Japanese art res are a lot easier to get 10s than English illustration res, like a hell of a lot easier. So I don't mind sending them off and going down that route, which is pretty good, right? I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. And another thing I saw recently, this will make you laugh. So I saw on TikTok, there's a guy, you know, like everyone does those trade up challenges, right? They'll start with something small and they try and go to something ridiculous, right? This guy, this was fantastic. So this guy had a binder full of cards that he wanted to sell or trade into vendors, right? And he went around the tables and he was like, I know that the going rate of trade-ins for credit is 80%. So what he was doing is he was going to these vendors and he's like, I'm filming a video where I want to do a trade down challenge. Okay. And he would turn up with like 100 £100 cards. This was an English card show. He would go to £100 cards. And he'll go to a vendor. Look, I got this card. It's valued £100. I'm doing a trade down challenge. I'm trying to do it in very small increments and trying to see how many trades I can do to get down to a really low amount. So what he was doing is he was just going to a vendor and he'd be like, I'm looking for a card that's like £95. Right? This card's £100. I'm looking for something for £100. We're trading down. I want to try and do in really small increments and see how many I can get. And the trader, no brainer. Right? The vendor was no brainer, was like, yeah, sure, here you go, take it. Boom, done. And he was doing it, but the thing is, he was going to different ones. He wasn't trading down. He didn't take that card he got and then traded again. He then took another card out of his binder and went to a different vendor and carried on going. And what he was doing is he was getting between 93 and 95% trading value instead of like the 80% that everybody does. I was like, this guy, genius. Yeah, absolute genius. And he ended up getting rid of like all the cards he wanted at an average of I think it was like an average of 94 or 95% trade-in value. Because he was just doing a trade down challenge they didn't actually do. I was like, this guy played him like a fool. Like an absolute boss. I was like an absolute boss. But yeah. I'm trying to think what cards I actually sent off. I actually sent off some big cards of Ace recently. Yeah. It is very smart. It is. I think it's crafty. I like it. Sneaky, you know what I mean? Sneaky. It's like in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be vending at London Card Show. I'm going to be helping Mike on his stall. What he doesn't know is I'm just going to fire sell all his stuff. Yeah. What he doesn't know is when he leaves the stall to, like, I don't know, go and get something to eat or go to the toilet or whatever, I'm just going to fire sell everything at like 50% off, half price. I'm like, you want this really cool vintage card? Don't really care for it. Here you go, have it for like 10% of the money. Nah, I'd be savage. Yeah, but yeah. I did say to him, don't put me in charge of vintage stuff because I'm not very good at like knowing stuff for vintage. But if it's modern stuff, yeah, easy. Easy. He's banking on the fact that people would recognize me and he would get more people to his stalls. I was like, I would find that hard to believe. Yeah, I would find that hard to believe. I need to find somebody to come with me to the Bristol one, I think. I mean, I could probably do it on my own, but I think, yeah, if there's times where I actually, like, need to step away, like go and get something to eat or go to the toilet or something, I probably would need somebody to man the fort while I have a break. Because otherwise I'd be there for like 8 hours or whatever. Buy all of his binders for £20. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. I think it'd be good fun. It'd be my first experience vending, and it's kind of cool that it's like not just me doing it solo either. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool. It'll give me my first taste of it. And it's a London card show, so it's going to be pretty busy. I'm going to try and see if I can film some bits, but I honestly don't know. I don't really have a camera that can like have that long battery life. And I don't want to use my phone as a camera, so my camera I got here is not great for battery life. It's probably not very good. I don't really know what to do in that respect. What I might do is I might have my phone set up, and then when I want to record something, like I want to talk about like, I don't know, some trading stuff or some buying stuff, like the actual like deal as it were happening, I can just press record, talk about it, stop it, and then, you know, and then just have lots of small clips I can just edit together. I think that'll be okay. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think that, yeah, okay. There you go. I'll come back and all my, like, everything, all my binders or whatever's just full of Mr. Mimes. You'll be like, Jace, I bought a load of stuff for you. People were trading in mimes. I know how much you love them. You're like, don't worry, I also purchase you at least one dash button. So, you know, soften the blow just a little bit. You know, just a little bit. Yeah. Literally, just walking, yeah. It's the biggest scam ever. Right, guys, I'm going to close the store in 10 more minutes if anybody does want to jump in and get anything. We are going to be back on Friday. I'm going to do something different for Friday. We're going to do something different for Friday's stream. We're going to do something different. All PSA 10, whatever. Yeah, yeah. You'd be like, there you go. I'm going to do a submission to Subcenter, though. I got very, very nice cards. I can... So, I've got ZEKROM from Black Bolt that I literally pulled the other day, which is going to be pretty sweet. And then I've got 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 Prismatic EV Pokemon Center promos. And then I've got the Umbreon Master Ball from Macy that I still have yet to grade. What else I got? I've got the Perrin from Twilight. I don't know what set that was from then. And then I've got Art Celebi. Then I've got the Mew from Crown Zenith. Absolutely love that artwork. Then I've got Flareon EX. I've got one in the PSA 9. I doubt this will get a 10, but it's worth a shot. Even a 9's worth a lot. Then I've got Blasty Boy from 151. Then I've got the Venusaur from 151. Then I got Zardy Boy from Obsidian. Then I got another Zardy Boy. What else I got? Great Ball Hat Pikachu. We've only got one of those, but then I got Mewtwo V-Star from Transita. What else I got? Ninetales, because I really want to get that one graded. Then I got Gardevoir from Skull and Violet Base. I think I got a second one here. Yeah, second Gardevoir from Skull and Violet Base. Then I got the Sylveon that I pulled the other day on stream. And then I've got the Latias EX OR. And then I've also got 2 OR Sylveon VMAXs, and I'm going to do the Charizard from Champion's Path as well. Yeah, so quite a lot of spicy cards I'm going to send off. It's about 25 cards, I think. But yeah. Yeah. Nah, the misses isn't going to help. Nah, not for that one. It's just because of Rocky. It's a pain in the ass. We'd have to pay someone to look after him. That's just, it just wouldn't be worth it. Yeah. That's the problem with grading at the moment. Like, with Ace, I don't mind because I can pay for it at the end. Like, the 80 working days works out fine for me because it's like, oh, okay, well, I can, like, in a way, prepare myself, as it were. But with PSA, it's like, boom, you have to pay up front. And I'm just sat there like, when do my cards come back? Which really sucks. It just feels bad. Yeah. Plus the upcharge, yeah. That's the big thing. Ace don't do upcharges. That's one good thing. That's why, you know, that's the downside of grading with PSA. Like those, if they get upcharges, like let's say the Grey Fell Hat Pikachu gets an upcharge, I'm screwed. Like that's probably gonna be super expensive. But yeah, some of those in 10s will go for an insane amount of money. That Flareon EX, I doubt it will. But if that got a 10, that card's like $2,000. So I mean, if that got a 10, I'd be like, if I grade it and they come back to me and they're like, by the way, here's this hench upcharge. I know I'm cooking. Yeah, I know I've done well. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, these are more like my high-end cards I've been waiting to grade for a long time. So, yeah, I don't know whether or not I will keep them in my collection or not. It depends what grade they get. I kind of only really like to collect 10s, so if I get 9s, I'd probably just sell them. Unless it's an older, like a slightly older card, then I'll keep them in 9s. But as a rule, if it's like Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, if it doesn't get a 10, I'm not interested. It's like out of those cards, I think the only one I would probably keep, like let's say they all got 10, I'd be a miracle, but let's say they all got 10s. I think the only one I would probably keep would be the Ninetales. And maybe one of the Obsidian Flame Charizards. That would probably be it. Actually, no, the Flareon's right. If the Flareon did, I wouldn't get 10, but if it did get 10, I'd keep the Flareon. But because that would go up in value like tremendously over time. But I just don't. It's XY era. There's no way that's getting a 10. There's no way it's getting a 10. It's kind of weird. It's like, do I grade it with Ace or do I grade it with PSA? Because I just don't see it getting a 10. Like, because of how strict PSA is, I don't see it getting a 10. I mean, it's got Edgeware for a start. Yeah. Oh, I think. It's got line on the back. Not too sure. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think it's got a potential. I don't know if it's a line or a crease. Or it's just a bit of. Yeah, I think it's got a line. I definitely won't get a 10. Probably get an 8. I think it'll probably get an 8. But yeah. I don't know. It means I got one in. It definitely won't get a 10. I'm thinking I might potentially send it off to PSA. Maybe send off to Ace because I think that in an Ace label would look sick regardless. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet. Do I have PSA 10s of 151? I'm gonna say no. I haven't graded any. I haven't graded any of those. No, I don't think I have. I didn't have the. I've never got the Vaporeon or Flareon from Terrestrial Festival. And if I did, I didn't grade it with PSA because I just like them in the label, Ace labels. And then with 151, I haven't graded any of those yet. Which card show did you go to? Which one? I don't know. I don't know when all these card shows are these days. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I lose track of, there's like a card show every weekend, I swear. Oh, of course the Bristol one. Yeah, of course it was. It was on Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. I'm just checking to see if this card's got a crease. I'm not too sure. I think it was just the lighting. Oh no. It does, but I don't know if it's the light or the actual card. Not a crease. Line of some description. Oh yeah, I see. Got print line on the back. Interesting. I'll probably just sell that. Maybe just, I might get great. I might grade a vase. We'll see. We'll see. There was a Japanese couple that had those two from Trishul Festival, but not budged from 120 per slab. That's really expensive. Those two in particular, that's really expensive. Because they're not like the big ones, are they? Like, they're more of the lower tier ones. Because I think like the big ones, like the Sylveon, of course the Umbreon, but it's like the Sylveon. I think even the Leafeon's bigger. Yeah, 80, 90 each. Yeah, I mean, I sold an Ace 10 of the Jolteon and Glaceon for like 75. Yeah, 75 for the Ace 10s of them. Yeah. So yeah, that's very expensive. I think I sold my Sylveon for 120. So yeah, I think I sold them for like 120. So yeah, that is very, very expensive. That is very, very expensive. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Cool. We'll leave it there for tonight. But we'll be back on Friday. I'm gonna announce I'll announce tomorrow what the stream's gonna be for Friday. We're gonna do something a little bit different, I think, on Friday. Means it's pay weekend. And then same for Sunday as well. Next week, keep an eye out because I will be I'm planning on dropping the new mystery packs next week as well. The Onyx mystery packs, which will be really good fun. So we're going to be doing them as well. It's been a while since we've done one. It'll be like version 2.5 as it were for the mystery packs, which will be good fun. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for them. And I'm also, for the mystery graded slabs, they're going to be split into English and Japanese. You can choose which one you want. So there'll be 2 different versions of those dropping next week as well. But yeah, that'd be super cool. But I appreciate you guys for jumping in as always for tonight. I will see you all on Friday. Have a good rest of your week, and I will catch you guys in a bit. Peace.